Hi, I'm Billy.
And I'm Eileen.
And this is Family Recipe. I got some uncured bacon here. I'm going to cut that into little pieces.
For the bacon, if you put it in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes and then take it out, it's much easier to chop.
I tend to keep my ginger in the freezer because it makes it easier to grate with your microplane grater. It also lasts for a really long time if you keep it in the freezer.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Another option for the ginger is to use a spoon to peel the rough skin off the outside. You lose less than you would if you use a knife.
There we go. Oh. Want to toss that for me?
It's kind of chicken all over me.
Oh.
Like slime stuff on my hands.
Oh. The beer is bubbling. Interesting.
Is it still carbonated?
When you put the chicken into the pan, don't put the marinade in it first, because it's harder to get the meat to fry. Once it starts browning, then add the marinade and reduce.
I don't know if you can hear it, but the pasta water is just about boiled. I'm going to wait until we're at a rolling boil. And then, like everyone in America, I have a very hard time gauging how much linguine actually feeds a person. But I've got a whole thing of shrimp. And Billy's here. So,
I am here.
yeah. I'm going to say we're going to do this much. Oops.
It's
Drop
over
it.
the floor.
The pasta scooper that has the hole in the middle, which is supposed to be one portion.
So, I'm just going to get some butter going in there. A little bit of the garlic.
Add a little olive oil to the butter, which raises the burning point.
My cousin Caitlin soaks it in cold water overnight in the refrigerator and dumps off the water and fills it again. And she learned that from my Aunt Laura, her mother. So shout out to Caitlin for this idea. I'm going to try it today. See how it goes. Maybe.
When you slice the eggplant, you don't have to do it the day before if you don't have time. You can slice it, salt it, layer it between paper towels, wait a little bit, and then pat dry.
Now these will bake up nice and crisp. And it'll absorb that citrus.
And now you've got the baking rack over your baking pan, yeah?
Yes, so that any of the juices will drip down and it'll let it get crispy under and on top. So it comes off. I don't want to burn myself, which I just did.
You're having troubles.
I'm a little trouble.
If you line your baking sheet with foil before putting the rack into it, it helps with cleanup. And if you spray the rack with Pam, the fish won't stick to it.
So I'm going to put a little bit more flour on my hands here and just kind of make this into a round that I'm then going to just plop into the cast iron.
Is that the correct terminology? Plop?
Plop.
Plopping?
Yeah, absolutely the correct terminology.
I like it.
Okay, so like I said, I've already greased and put a little cornmeal down on the bottom of the cast iron. And this is really gonna, I don't need to do much to make this into a round. It's gonna kind of take the shape of what it's in. There we go. Nice, it's in there. Okay. Scrape up a little bit of this. But, so this is kind of what it's gonna look like. My hands are cray, so I'm gonna add.
If you spray your hands with Pam, they won't stick to the sticky dough. And if you use a bench scraper, to clean the bench off, it's easier.
And then we're just gonna season all this chicken here with salt and pepper. So, Winchester's complaining outside, but
Because he smells meat.
yeah, it's life. Get that up in there to both sides. So, you know, however much chicken you have, skin on. Skin on is always
For the fat?
for the fat and for the like little crispy.
It has perfect flavor
Edges.
and texture.
Yeah. I like the crispy edges of things, especially if we're cooking in the cast iron. We have to do this because I
No chicken all over your hands?
moved chicken onto my right hand like an idiot. Okay.
When you're working with raw meat, if you put the salt and pepper into separate dishes before you start cooking, you won't contaminate your containers.
Yeah, toast it. Yeah, she wants to see how Kate will make it. Toast
Toast
it.
again?